So many of us grow up not even questioning whether or not we're going to have kids, but questioning when we're going to have them and how many. So I'm here to raise the question, is choosing to not have kids selfish or selfless? Let's talk about it. Hi my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about society's expectations that are put onto us, and in today's video we're going to be talking about having kids. Let me just start out by saying that I am not telling you guys whether you should or shouldn't have kids. I'm just here to open your mind to questioning things, questioning society's expectations of us. So the big question is, why are we expected to reproduce? I think religion plays a role. People think that God says to reproduce. I also think that some people think that having children and reproducing is the meaning of life, the reason we've been given life, which kind of ties in with religion. And I think that society romanticizes parenthood. They present it in a way that makes it seem like it's a beautiful and life-affirming event, and let's be honest, it obscures the reality of actually having kids. It could be dangerous for the child and the parent, but if you feel like you're not ready to have them and society puts that pressure on you, like you need to have kids, and you're like, oh, I don't know. Or if you're in a religious situation and you get pregnant out of wedlock and you're like, I don't really want this kid, but then your religion tells you that you can't abort the child, that can kind of force you into being a parent. You could end up resenting the child and resulting in like some sort of child abuse or neglect or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be pushed onto people so much that people feel like they need to do it to be normal or fit in. It's a huge responsibility that I feel like a lot of people don't fully understand. I'm just presenting you with the alternative viewpoint because I feel like so many people don't ever really get to hear this viewpoint from a woman, because people automatically just assume that every woman wants a child. Every woman wants to be pregnant with a child. And it's like, no, I don't want those things. Like I said in my previous video about marriage, love can come in so many different forms. It really can. So don't conform to those social norms if you don't fit into that. But I do agree with being more of a tolerant society and not expecting for so many people to want the same things, because we don't. We're very complex creatures. I just don't think that society should expect us to have the same things, you know? So I just want people to assess their own lives, their values and desires, so that people can live a life that they actually want to live and be happy, be the happiest you that you can be. Now if you feel like having kids isn't going to fit your lifestyle, then don't have them. Don't feel pressured to have them. I want people to make informed decisions about their lives and not mindlessly follow the status quo. They want us to be a slave to the society that they've built for us. I guess I'm just here to tell people that if you don't want to have kids, you're not selfish. As a matter of fact, I personally think that choosing to not have a child can be, I'm not saying all the time, but it can be one of the most selfless things that you can do. Now I'm going to get into the reasons why I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids because of the environmental impact bringing a child into this world has on the planet. So I did a little bit of research, and every child born in the US adds approximately 9,441 metric tons of carbon dioxide. That's a pretty good amount. That's a pretty large amount of carbon dioxide going into the atmosphere and adding to climate change. And I just find it so weird how we tell other species that there's too many of you guys. We gotta kill you. Sorry. Like deers, like that's why it's legal to hunt deers, because they're like, oh, they're overpopulating this area. Let's kill some. And it's like, they have a life that they want to live. They want to reproduce. I don't think theirs is on a cognitive level as ours is. Like, we want to have a child to raise them or whatever, but they have sex. They have instincts of it's time to mate, because I think theirs is more on the basics of self-preservation and reproducing. I feel like humans is more theological. We're like, oh, we could do this or whatever theories, their ideologies that we have on reproducing. I feel like ours is more on a higher level of consciousness, because obviously we're more intelligent. But most animals, I feel like, operate because they're like, we have to reproduce, otherwise we're gonna go extinct. I don't think they think like that exactly, but somewhere along those lines of self-preservation and all that. And so, I don't know, I just find it really weird that we kill them because we say there's too many of you. When in all reality, there's too many humans. I think that there's too many humans on this planet, and we're wreaking havoc on the planet. Like, we don't give anything back to Mother Earth. You can call me a tree hugger or whatever you want to call me, but we don't give anything back to Mother Earth. We're constantly taking. And sooner or later, our actions are going to catch up to us. It might not be you, it might not be your children, it might not be your children's children, but sooner or later, they're gonna catch up to us. It's just, I feel like it's super selfish for us to be like, well, I want kids. And then so many people have more than one child. They're like, I just want to have a child. I feel like I need one. Like, what? Like, that's not okay. I feel like I'm super passionate about this because I just feel like it's wrong for people to have like a plethora of children. Like that one family, 19 kids and counting. Why do you have that many kids? Like, I see that as selfish. Because you want a kid, you just feel like you can have one. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. I think having one, okay, you want to have one, even two. I feel like two is like pushing it, but two is okay. I don't know. We have the audacity to tell another species that they're overpopulating the planet? What? It just boggles my mind. I don't know. I feel like I'm not articulating myself well. I'm sorry. So for me, I don't want to have kids because I want to have the smallest carbon footprint, like the smallest carbon footprint as possible. That's the end of my video. Let me know in the comments whether or not you want to have children, and I guess just why you want to have kids. And if you don't want to have them, let me know why you don't want to have them. I'm just interested in knowing other people's perspective, other people's opinions, and other people's viewpoints. Do you think it's wrong for humans to tell other species that there's too many of you guys? We gotta off you guys. I just think that's super narcissistic of humans. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. As always, be bold, be beautiful, and be you. I love you guys so much. Bye.